She answered the phone and heard Apple's signature Siri chime. "Your Apple ID has been compromised," the voice said. 30 minutes later, and $8,400 poorer, she realized she just handed a scammer complete access to her entire digital life. Her photos, her emails, her payment methods. Gone. This is happening thousands of times every month, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make sure it doesn't happen to you. Welcome back to Crime Intel Daily. I'm your host, and today we're covering one of the fastest growing scams targeting Americans right now, the Apple ID theft scheme. This isn't about losing a password or two. Scammers who pull this off gain access to literally everything connected to your Apple account, and they move fast. By the time victims realize what happened, the damage is already done. But here's the good news: this scam has a very specific pattern, and once you know what to listen for, it's actually pretty easy to stop. Let's break it down. How the scam works. This typically starts with a phone call. The caller ID shows Apple's logo or a familiar Apple number. Thanks to something called spoofing, it looks completely legitimate. The person on the line says there's been suspicious activity on your account. They sound professional, calm, and urgent. Then they ask you to verify your identity by providing your Apple ID password, or they ask you to go to a website to confirm your information. Some versions are more direct. They claim your account is locked and you need to act now or lose everything. What's actually happening? The scammer is using this call to trick you into either giving them your password directly or clicking a link that goes to a fake login page that captures your credentials. Once they have your Apple ID password, they immediately log in from their device, change the recovery email address, enable two-factor authentication with their phone number, and lock the real owner out. At this point, they control your account completely. They can access your payment methods, your photos stored in iCloud, your contacts, your email, everything. Some victims have reported unauthorized purchases of thousands of dollars worth of apps, games, and subscriptions before they even knew what happened. The red flags. Here's what separates a real Apple support call from a scam, and it matters because Americans lost an estimated $14 billion to tech support scams in 2025 alone. First red flag: Apple will never call you unsolicited claiming your account has been compromised. If Apple detects suspicious activity, they'll notify you through the Apple ID app or via email, not a phone call. Period. Second, real Apple support will never ask for your full Apple ID password over the phone. Not ever. Legitimate support specialists use internal tools to verify your account. They don't need your password. Third, listen for urgency language. Scammers use phrases like "act immediately" or "your account will be locked," "verify within the next hour," or "your card has been charged without authorization." These create panic, and panic makes you skip the verification step in your brain. Fourth, real Apple numbers won't ask you to go to a website or click a link during the call to verify anything. If they need you to access your account, they'll guide you to apple.com directly, not a link they provide. Fifth, check your phone's caller ID against the official Apple support number, 1-800-MY-APPLE. Scammers spoof numbers, but if you're suspicious, hang up and call that number.